From us, Frey, I got my hands on the new Cadbury's chocolate bars. And these are the new Cadbury Dairy Milk and More chocolate bars. New, look, new. Now, I first heard of this one about a week ago when I was watching Steve's review of it. Steve from Bitter Munch. He reviewed this. And I thought, wow, I need to get my hands on that. And I was wandering around Tesco's yesterday and I saw it. There it was. And right beside it was that one as well, which I'd not heard about. So yes, I watched Steve's review from Bitter Munch. If you've not seen that, I highly suggest get over there, give Steve's review a look and see what he thought of this chocolate bar. I will leave Steve's details in the description. I'll put the link to his video in the description. Right, so here we are. We have got a Nutty Praline crisp bar and a caramel nut crunch bar. Now, I have to say, if I had to pick which one I think I'm going to like the best, it's going to be the caramel. Is just, when I hear that word, I'm going to like this. Caramel nut crunch. Sound like a breakfast cereal, doesn't it? Caramel nut crunch with a nutty praline crisp. So what is praline? Now, I weren't really sure what praline was. I think that's how it's pronounced. Chocolate bar Andy, pull me up if it's not pronounced that way. So what is praline? Well, according to Google, it is a smooth, sweet substance made by boiling nuts in sugar and grinding the mixture, used especially as a filling for chocolates. Right, okay. Now, first up, I might as well go on the first difference between these two bars. Now, they're exactly the same size. Physical size, but one is 200 grams and one is 180 grams, which is the praline one. That's 180 grams. This is 200. So obviously the filling, I would imagine, is heavier than the filling of this one. Right, let's start off with the praline bar. Now, I am going to, because this is a comparison, this is a sort of a hybrid of a comparison and a review. So we will sort of do a bit more like content what I do in my reviews on this, which I'd normally skip on a comparison. So I will go through all the allergens and stuff on this. So on this praline bar, we have got milk, almond, wheat, hazelnut, soya, milk, rye. You don't see that often, do you? Rye. I don't think I've ever read out rye on as an allergen before. And milk may contain egg. And we've got 548 calories per 100 grams. So have a look at that. There's your ingredients. There's the nutritionals. And that's for that one. Right, now the caramel nut crunch. What we got in this one? Milk, hazelnuts, milk, soya. May contain other nuts and wheat, it says. And there is 550 calories in this bar per 100 grams. Right, what spiel have we got on here? So the praline one, milk chocolate with creamy almond and hazelnut filling, 36%, and a layer of crispy wafer, 3.5%. Right, okay. What about this one? So this is milk chocolate with creamy toffee filling, 25%, a caramel layer, 16%. Oh, toffee and caramel. Ooh, which totals 41%. That's why that's heavier. And chopped hazelnuts, 9%. Right, let's get stuck in. Oh no, price, come on, price. Well, both bars priced exactly the same, £2.75, despite a bit of weight difference, both £2.75. But if you use your club card in Tesco's, you pick them both up for £2, which is not bad really. So 200 grams, you're getting a little bit more value for your £2 than you are this one. Right, here we go. Let's try them out. My phone keeps buzzing. Let me just put that on silent. There we go. Right. So you've got your normal way of opening your Cadbury's wrappers. That tear and pull system, whatever it's called. What is it called? Open and reclose. I don't know. I thought I was tearing something. Oh yeah, lovely smell. I love the smell of Cadbury's chocolate. Now that looked very wafery. I can't see any of this praline in there. Go on. Now this is where the old camera's really got to come into its own here. Have a good look at that. Can you see any praline? Right. Put that there. We've got Boo Boo sitting behind the... Oh, here he comes. As soon as I mention his name, he's on his way. You know, the eating part's now starting. Right, what's this got to look like? Well, considering 41% of it is toffee and caramel, there don't look to be that much in there. Oh, I'm disappointed with this. What? That's all on this side. Go on, have another look. I'm disappointed with that. I was expecting... Is there a picture of it? Yeah, look. So you got your layer of toffee on the top, but it looks like it that side, but not this side. What about this one? So that's supposed to have a filling above the wafer. That's not what you're getting there. That ain't what you're getting, is it? Marketing. Right, okay, I'm going to try the praline one first. So this is almonds and hazelnuts, wasn't it? Yeah. Here we go. I do like the wafer. That's nice. Texture is just as important to me as flavour and taste is. I wouldn't eat a lot of foods as a child simply down to texture of things. I didn't like them. But now I've sort of gone the other way, where a lot of things I wouldn't eat as a child I absolutely love now. So textures are massive. It's one of the first things what hit me is texture, sometimes ahead of flavour. And this has got a lovely texture. But I have to say, if I was eating this blind, if I didn't know what this actually was, if someone just gave me that and said, put it in your mouth, eat it, don't look at it, I would not know there's a filling in there. I would pretty much say it was dairy milk chocolate with wafer in there, with a slight hint of something else. And I'm not sure I would get almond or hazelnut. It's lovely, don't get me wrong. I'd much prefer to eat that over a standard dairy milk bar. I'd pick that up ahead of a standard bar all day long. Now I'm going to have to try it again and just check I ain't got a bit of a rogue line there, because I'm not getting much nut flavour. There we are. I think I'm getting it now. Yes. You can see that praline line just above the wafer. Still not a very, for me, I'm not picking up a very strong taste of almonds or hazelnut, so. Very slight hint. I'd probably pick out hazelnut, maybe. Definitely not almond. I would not have a clue there was almond in there. Right. Is this going to be the better one, boo-boo? Now I'm going to start on that end bit. Well, first thing I'm thinking, like I was just saying, there's some lovely flavours just coming through. Like I was just saying, one of the first things I pick up on is the texture. Look what it says there. And I'm thinking, where's the crunch? There isn't really any crunch in it, but the flavours, wow. Oh yes. You actually got to cut a segment in half to get to that caramel. Oh, and that's lovely. That's really tasty. So we've got toffee and caramel in here. But what is the difference between the two? I don't know. It's got quite a unique flavour. These don't taste like the standard toffee caramel sort of flavour. It's got, we know it's got chopped hazelnuts in there, but that is not what I'm getting. I can taste them. They have got there is texture in there, but it's not as hard as I thought. I was expecting crunch. It's not crunch. It's like something that is hard and you might put milk on it and then you bite into it and it's softened. It's that sort of texture. So I don't know what flavours I'm getting here. Oh, whatever it is, it's lovely. It is the caramel and toffee, but it's just got a bit of a twist to its standard flavour. I'm going to have another line. It's only fair. I had 6 sections of that one, so, you know, it's only fair. Right. Oh, it's lovely. This is really good. Now, oh, that is really lovely. The flavour of that. Oh, if you're like me and you see the word caramel, especially when there's chocolate involved as well, and your eyes light up, you're gonna like that. You are gonna like it. Now the nut content, yeah, you can taste the texture of them. The hazelnut flavours, again, like that one, very, just a hint. Caramel toffee totally dominates the flavour, with backing it up by the actual chocolate itself. Now, both of these have got room for improvement. This one, lovely product. Texture is even better than this one. The combination of the wafer and the chocolate, and then that cream, the texture of it is just lovely. Excuse me, but for me, they just need to increase the intensity of that hazelnut and almond flavour, because I haven't got a refined palate, but someone with a real tuned in palate probably would pick that out and identify it, taste it, but I haven't got one. I'm just your average Joe doing a food review, basically. So for me, I'm not really picking up on it. I would prefer that flavour and to just be a little bit more, probably at least 50% more, if not twice as much. And then I might get to sort of feel like I'm eating a bar with nuts in it. So, but apart from that, it's a brilliant bar. Brilliant. Now this one, the texture is just slightly lacking. And also the nut flavour, just slightly lacking again. Now, when I say the texture's lacking, I don't mean it's poor. It's still a brilliant texture in there. It's just I'm expecting a crunch, and I didn't quite get a crunch. It was a softened crunch, which I would have preferred a crunch. But having said that, that is still a really good, lovely textured bar. If that just dropped that word crunch, you would never even pick up on it, because that's make you think it's going to be sort of sharp and crunchy and noisy sort of thing. It's none of that. It's softened. But it's still really good. And that caramel and toffee combination flavouring is just, oh, it's heaven. It really is heaven. Oh, it's really good. This is one of the best chocolate bars I've ever had, I think. I'm going to have to say it. Like the bigger ones. I've had better, like, I love double deckers and boost bars and things like that. Oh, I love them. But they're a sort of different thing, innit? The bigger bars, you normally, up until now, was sort of, we've had the flavoured ones, the mint flavour sort of thing. Occasionally they'll put orange into chocolate. And then they started putting caramel into chocolate. And now Cadbury's competition, like Galaxy, all the big names that have dominated the market for decades, and now had these like supermarket brands come in and these other smaller companies coming in. And the only way they can get some of that chocolate market share is by coming up with new ideas. And we've been seeing sort of similar things to this in supermarkets under their own name. And I think we're now seeing dairy milk, Cadbury's now having to react to some of the market share they've enjoyed the last, well, they've been going 100 years or more, haven't they? So they've enjoyed all that all this time, and now they're seeing other companies coming in and taking some of that away using new ideas. And this is what the reaction is, and it's good. It's good for the consumer, and hopefully we're going to see Galaxy do a similar thing, and hopefully they'll continue to try and come up with new ideas and bring out other flavours and textures. So well done, Cadbury's. Massive thumbs up from me for actually doing this, because it gets a bit boring when all you get is plain chocolate with nuts in, or mint, and then caramel. Let's have a little bit of combination of them. Let's try other things, putting different things in the chocolate bars, and this is what we're now starting to see. So big thumbs up. Neither of them are perfect, but they're both going to score highly. Right, so score-wise, well, first off, I'll tell you which one I would pick over the other. If I could only have one, I would pick that one up. Especially because it's heavier as well. So you're getting a little bit more value for money. But even if they were the same size, same weight, I would still pick this one up. This is slightly better. Right, scores. I'll score this one first, as this is the one I'd choose first. 9.5. 9.5 because that's scoring at £2. Right, I'm not going to score it at £2.75 because I think, well, I know other places are charging £2.75 for this, and I do think that's a bit too much money, and I don't think they'll keep it at £2.75. I think that they're obviously testing the market, they're dipping the toe in the water to see where people buy this more than once. And I think £2.75 for 200 gram bar is just a little bit too much. Even though it is a brilliant product, I don't think people will be buying it as much as they would. Well, it's obvious they wouldn't, but I think they've got to find that sweet spot. Where is the sweet spot where people will pick it up? And I think it is around about that penny a gram mark. So I wouldn't be surprised if the price for this does actually settle in at around about the 2 mark properly across the, across the board, across all the shops. That's where it needs to be. So I'm going to score these at £2. 9.5. I think that's what I said in it. 9.5. Had that, got that crunch and a little bit of a stronger nut flavour in there, this probably would have, well, it would have done. It would have been the highest score I'd give on the channel. Now this one, I'm going to go 9.4 with this one. And it's the wafer what's pulling it round, because I do love a combination of chocolate and wafer as well. Nearly as much as I love combination of chocolate and caramel. But that is a lovely textured chocolate bar. Again, had that have been more if there'd have been more flavour coming from the nuts, I think this bar probably would have scored equal the highest score on the channel. So guys, have you tried these? If you have, please get in the comments and give me your thoughts on what you think of them, because we've all got different tastes, haven't we? We all taste things a little bit different, hence why some of us love things and some of us hate things, the same things. It's a bit weird. We're a bit weird, us humans, aren't we? But yeah, if you have tried them, let me know what you think of them. Give me your opinion. Can you taste the nuts a lot stronger than I can? Because in both these bars, I am struggling to pick up the nut flavouring. But yeah, I'm really interested to know what you think of them. And are you getting a crunch with this one? Were you a bit disappointed with the crunch like I was? But I haven't said that. Both of these bars are really good. So well done, Dairy Milk, Cadbury's. I think you've done a good job on both of them. Could have been slightly better, but yeah, really good job on them. And I think they will be successful bars, and I expect to see them around for a long time yet. Right, there we are guys. That is another comparison stroke food review. Thanks for watching, and I hope you join me and old Bobo, he's a bit sleepy over there, the Custard Kid, again soon on another video. Take care guys, here we come. Right, here come Brother Bob and all. Right, come on, let's sort you two out. There you are, Bubbles, good lad. Oh, blimey. There you are, Bobo, good boy. Bonjour guys. Oh, don't forget, I'll leave Steve's link to his review, Bit of Munch, on that one in the description. Bonjour.